Yo, welcome back. It's time for a new episode. Continue. I don't know how many days are left, or what the ending even looks like for this type of game. Let's see. What's on the news? WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally. Okay, dokie. Coachella, 10 reasons why you should go. Never been. I've seen like all the people on Instagram and YouTube and whatever posting their pictures and shit being there, and I always thought that it was dumb, but can do whatever they want. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Sure, buddy. Oh, vampire dude and werewolf are here. Let's see. Really never changed. Surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, yo, I'd like to ask for the usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. But there's no harm in checking. Alright. Sure, brother. I forgot what his remedy is. Tea, milk, ginger. Milk and ginger. Here you go. Here you go, sir. We don't want him turning into a werewolf and murdering me. Nope. Oh, so I think I understood their conversation. They went to talk to people they knew the past, or maybe old friends. Just what I needed. Neat. What about you? Yeah, what do you want? It would be interesting if every character in this game had their own what's it called, beverage. Like to order anything? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. Sounds like you two go way back. Yep, we do. I think I've already confirmed it, but I think they're at least 100 or so years old. He was my bodyguard. Oh, did you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? Getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two bastards. Two dwarves were beating up a fucking vampire, and he had a werewolf as a bodyguard. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trash, dude. You told them I was your bodyguard. Were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. Cause of the whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. Then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed the cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. I was stuck with him until morning. I guess that's a interesting way to meet somebody. Thanks for not leaving me on the street. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. Mafia dwarves? Instead of the Italians being the mafia bosses, it's the dwarves. Okie dokie. I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Oh no. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. With a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel. Next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. So he went from normal person to bodyguard to doctor or nurse. They were gonna promote him to a doctor. No, is he a doc? I forgot. Let me check his profile. What is he? Working in a hospital. Blah, blah, blah. He doesn't say. So there's a chance he's a nurse, doctor, who knows? Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. Wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. I see. So they are at least 100 and something years old. Because I think the world wars still happened in this alternate universe. And he said he was in the war, so if he was old enough to be in World War II, then that would mean he was at least like 18 or 20 during the... When did it start? 40s? Did it start in the 40s? When the hell did World War II start? I forgot. How did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital? When he was working with me, I noticed. Prefer it if we skip that part. I don't want to go into any details about it. Probably from seeing all the blood and beat up people. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. To say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose. Helping other people live. Of course, not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. Was a nurse, now he's a doctor. Wait, no, he's not a nurse or a doctor? He's an admin? I was wrong. I was wrong on both counts. You can say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thanks for sharing your story. Didn't expect such a tale. I know. Anyway, yo. Order something now. Yeah, what you want, brother? Make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time. Tea. Okay, warm. This'll make it warmer. This'll make it warm. How do I make it cool? I guess it's... I'll give him this. Tea milk mint. Milk mint tea. Sure. And I'll do some latte art. Let's see. Do a circle in the middle. Fill it up. Yes. Make like a circle. Then I can etch this. Yes. Give him devil horns. Devil horns. Okie dokie. Can I can't make the eyes. Whatever, man. Just take it. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. I guess I got it right. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Haven't seen her today. Oh, is this yeah, speak of the devil. There she is. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. Yeah, man, stop shitting on my boy Hyde. It's already been 3 episodes where I'm telling these dumbasses to leave my boy Hyde alone. He was just speaking facts. He was talking the truth. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? Bro, what? Won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You... Also, he's married, is he not? You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? Alrighty, I'll be back. PP time. Alrighty, I'm back. Call it werewolf senses. Right. Today on my draft, I got some good feedback. Good to hear. Glad I could help. Spent the whole day rewriting stuff. Did some stories for the paper. It was a good day. That's good to hear. Please don't forget to take a break. Easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital adminning life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. Yeah, if he's not a doctor or nurse, what the hell does a hospital admin do? Born to talk about. Mostly handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. Deal with patients and their family. They require intensive care, such as operations. Go through what we do and how much it would cost them. So like biz dev for people's lives then. You could say that. Sounds complicated. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets emotionally attached to patients find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. What? They're still talking so much shit about him, man. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist. About the necessity of it. Like I didn't even know they existed either. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. Rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? Don't find any reason to. Patients' personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. True. She's literally writing a book about gossip. But her book should be interesting. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? 50 years. Oh, whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. As for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Hospital managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? Not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion. Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough. I still get raises while I'm doing the job. They can't figure you out. That's Gala. Yeah, he seems like the stubborn, what is it? Humble slash dependable person type deal. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Alrighty. Go, a shift starting. Stay. I'm still enjoying the vibes. See you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around. And you, Freya. Yeah. Off he goes. To tell people that their loved ones are dying. Because that's what they pay him to do. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. Wait. Oh, he also works in the position of the dude who's like, yep, you broke your finger, so that's gonna be about $200,000 just to get it treated. We were just talking about that. Oh, really? Just an interesting story. How'd you guys meet? I have to retell the story? Yeah, come on. Okay. Met in this place back when it was a bar, and they repeat the story. Thank you, game. At least it skips those parts. Never knew Gala used to be in the army. He got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. You know why, right? You trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. I want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously? Come on. I won't go into detail, but going to war messes with your head. You see, why he doesn't want to talk about it? I don't get it. It must be difficult, especially back then. Only thing he's confident in was strength. But he only did work that relied on his muscle. I wanted to help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could... At least it's the only thing he thought he could do. You hired him for his muscle? I didn't know about it at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. Needed his strength. Then I got interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. After a few months, I noticed this problem. Suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help. But he refused. But I kinda pushed him to do it. It's complicated. Eventually, he did go get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in therapy. In the end, he found a new purpose. Quit working for me. So long after that, he started working at the hospital. He's been working... Oh. Alien Man! He's back! Did he finally find a mate? Good evening. Oh boy. Good evening. Nice to see you again. We're also glad to see you. Didn't catch your name last time. You have a name? Yeah, what is their name? On Earth, please call us Neil. Wait. Neil Armstrong? Is that the dude's name? Did I get it right? Or did I get it wrong? I don't know. But I think he was an astronaut? Oh, King Creek. Neil. Cool. Alright. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I was right. It is Neil Armstrong. That was an astronaut, so he just took his name. Get what you mean. I believe we did not meet last time. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. I'm a regular. You, sir? Hi, come here often? As someone who doesn't live in Seattle yet. Not from around here? Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. Give me a few thousand miles, or more. More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here? Do all your kind dress like this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Arami Gendru album cover. That's cool. I wonder you look familiar. As for what we're doing, really a perfect spot to practice our communication skills. For that, please let us order something. Okie dokie, what you want, brother? The usual. Yeah, that is how you say it, yes? Yes, so... anything? You won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You can't taste anything? What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise, but we doubt you'll be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. What? Now I gotta make a drink especially for him? This is gonna suck. Alright. Time to skip until I find a drink they might like. Let's see. What does this give me? What'd I get? Cinnamon lemon milk? No. Milk. The honey. Honey. No. No. Let me use something else. Milk. Honey. Let's try the new thing. I went through... I was just looking at random shit. Let's see what the hell this gives me. What's it gonna be? Milky Way? That has a space name? Maybe? Maybe this is it? Let's see, I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink this. What do you mean? Oh, why'd he shake his fist? Is that what he did? What he wants? What is this? You've never been able to taste anything in our life, but this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. He's calling the aliens? Done. Thank you so much for all of our kind. You're one interesting person. Thank you. Compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure. Definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? We are travelers doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? Mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Dude, I like how they're not concerned at all. Because demons, elves, and all these other races exist in their world. And seeing an alien really doesn't bother them anymore. They're just like, yeah, there's probably life out there. This guy's an alien, who cares? She's laughing. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? What the hell? I mean, that's pretty direct. We are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. We believe it is alright to share it with you tonight. Cool. Thanks to this eye-opening drink. I owe you this story, so why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves. Uh-huh. Because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear, and that is where we come in. I don't see the relation between that. Wow, tongue twister. I don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey, you came here to give seeds, so a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. The half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are. Yes. Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend. You're trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Oh. So kind of like the Viltrumites from Invincible, like Omni-Man, where they send someone from their race, and then that person is tasked with having a child with the native population on that planet. And then the child grows up and they teach it how to be a Viltrumite, right? And then eventually they take over the planet and enslave the people there. I don't really remember much of the Invincible story. I know it's a good story and the ending's really good. But I forgot. It's been a while. Trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the protector. But why go through all the hassle? Sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. It's not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. Everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born. That sounds beautiful and creepy. Why? I guess that's pretty creepy, but it's also a good thing? Sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy. That was a badly chosen word, but it is roughly similar to the truth. What? Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them to get laid with love? What? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. Not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further if it got you a good story. What? You're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? I didn't expect that. I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? No wonder your mission isn't going well. Bro, what the hell is this? Alright. I guess now we know why he's here. He's trying to give us a Superman. He has no birthday, no self-summary, no favorite things. Nothing he's doing with his life. I guess that makes sense. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. Our mission is serious. It's not that. You have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let me check them once again. Bro has to check every time he hears that. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. That's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why with such rules do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. Yeah, that would be a pretty big issue. If there's no war and all races are living together, there'd be a lot of intermingling until eventually most of the world would be made up of half breeds. That's not a very good word to say. But mixed people, you know? And since they're mixed, they would have longer lifespans because if their parents, maybe one was a human, one was an elf or a vampire or, you know, another race that lives for way longer, and that child would be a mix and they would live for a longer time as well. And then if they have kids with another long-lived person, then their kids will live for even longer because the percentage of that other race in their DNA increased. And so eventually you just have millions of people, maybe even a few billion, that live for like at least 200 or more years. And that would get out of hand if their libido and like all that other stuff that goes into wanting to have children and, you know, what that entails wouldn't go down. And so the population would just continue to grow. Even though there are rules about having kids. Oh, that would make sense. They have rules. Kind of like China. China used to have a 1-kid policy, or was it a 2-kid policy? I think it was a 1-kid, and then they increased it to 2. And I don't know if they gotten rid of it because their population is declining. But that's the latest info I got on that. They could be strictly enforced. A lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that was what we gathered from your information. Theoretically, that should be the case, but our things are stupid. Easiest way to put it. Yeah, pretty much. We're dumb. Learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Is she gonna get with Neil? I don't understand where this story's going. How can we become your husband? That is funny as hell. I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before we talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So how can we become your boyfriend? You can start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the fastest starting the date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. Yup. It could be easier if you're a smooth talker. Also true. If you know how to talk to people, it's easier. However, it is pretty complicated. Because most of the time, you're either talking to a stranger, or someone you met by coincidence, or they're a friend's friend, or they might even be your friend, or a coworker, or whoever, you know? But most of the time, you don't know them at first when you meet that the person you like. It could be easier if you're a smooth talker. Talker is someone good at communicating. That'd be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Yep. You gotta stay protected. Something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind of sex, like seeing how you drink, it might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details. Bro he's probably has tentacles or some shit. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, not sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing subject we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information. Means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. See you later, spaceman. He's gonna go look for a woman to flirt with. And then get into a relationship. That was really something. Indeed. Said the first time they came here was for a date. Yeah, they never came though. Yeah, it was pretty sad. They mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer orc? I tried to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. Can't be angry at such naivety, I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back? I spoke with her last time? Been Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Showing some concern now. Shut the hell up, Freya. You were flirting with an alien. Just curious. Haven't seen her since then. Her boyfriend came in. She was being pretty nosy. To the point that Mr. Galahad joined the discussion. Yeah, Freya. My, you really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest or annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. I need to catch a flight. So I'm off. I guess he's gone. Seattle so soon? Only for a week. Back here sooner than you know. Oh well. It'll be a peaceful week then. Eh, Anyway, need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay. I didn't even notice that. Really don't care about business. Didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. uh, I still do not understand how this woman gets to this coffee shop in the rain, and also why is it raining every day? Where the hell do they live? They live in Seattle. It rain every day in Seattle? I don't know, I've never been. Also, how the hell? I still don't understand. How is she fine riding a bike in the rain without wearing like a jacket or a coat or an umbrella or something? Take care on your way. And they're gone. Alright. We learned quite a bit. Now we know what the alien man is there for. Trying to give these people a Superman to protect the planet from other aliens and also from bad people. I guess that's pretty interesting. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. If you guys liked it, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.